In this video, we'll take a quick tour of Research Hub by user interviews and walk through some best practices for getting started. Hi, I'm Christy. I'm a Customer Success Manager here at User Interviews. Research Hub is a CRM designed for researchers. It helps you to recruit a panel of your own customers and manage their participation in research studies. With Research Hub, you're able to build out your own panel, organize participant data, create a branded customer experience, and automate all of your recruitment logistics. Our customers tell us it saves them time and effort they would have spent manually tracking customers in spreadsheets, spending lots of emails back and forth, and paying out incentives one by one. At the end of this video, you'll have the tools you need to get your own research community up and running in no time. Plus, we'll share some tips to grow and engage your panel, enabling quicker and easier recruitment of your customers for future studies. Let's dive in. First, let's take a look at building your panel. There are 3 ways to get your customers into Research Hub. The first method is to upload a CSV file. Simply import your existing contacts along with customer data that's helpful for recruitment. You can map any kind of data into custom fields and use these to segment your audience later on. The second way to build your panel is with custom opt-in forms. An opt-in form can be shared on your website, in emails, or via any form of communication, and it lets your customers signal to you that they're happy to participate in research. Our opt-in forms are highly customizable. Apply your company's branding and ask any questions you would like. These can then be mapped to custom fields in your database. You can also create multiple versions of your opt-in form, each with its own unique link for sharing. Opt-in forms are a great way to build your panel with highly engaged customers. The third way to build your panel is directly through a live research project. We save this method for last because you receive the least amount of information about your participants, but it is a simple user experience and can be a good way to quickly fill a study. You can store up to 100 contacts in Research Hub for free or upgrade to a subscription as your research community grows. As your panel grows, Research Hub's participant management features help you to organize and segment your customer data, enabling you to recruit the right participants for each study. Let's first look at filters. You can filter your panel using activity metrics, such as last applied date or incentives earned, or you can filter on any custom fields you've created. If you have a range of recruiting criteria, you can apply multiple filters at once, and you can even save custom filters to reuse in the future. Next, let's take a look at labels. Labels allow you to build flexible lists of participants that are not necessarily based on a field in your database. Say, for example, you have 5 customers participating in a pilot, and you want to create a label in order to group your pilot cohort. Simply select the 5 participants and create a label for them. You can apply multiple labels to a participant, and you can use filters and labels together to discover highly targeted populations. A third feature to help with panel management is invite rules. Invite rules work in the background to set guardrails around who can be contacted for research and how often to contact them. Invite rules ensure that all researchers on your team are following best practices when recruiting, and they help you to maintain a healthy panel without even having to think about it. You might set limits on how often participants are invited, how frequently they can participate, or maximum incentives earned over a given period. When recruiting real customers for research, it's critical to provide an on-brand experience that feels effortless and builds trust with your customer base. That's why we've created lots of options to customize Research Hub so it appears as a true reflection of your company's brand and values. Upload your logo and branding and apply it across every piece of customer-facing communication. Create your library of email templates so it's easy to manage end-to-end communication for your studies. Note, we've preloaded some base templates so you can easily get started. Create a data consent notice if you need to ask for explicit consent from customers before collecting their data. And if you have additional privacy information and links to share, you can include a footer on customer-facing pages. Lastly, we recommend you authenticate your domain and set up sender profiles, so emails appear to come from specific team members. This step will ensure maximum deliverability of your automated emails. Now that you've created a panel, organized it, and customized the experience for your users, it's time to launch a study. Click on the Create button. Select Research Hub, choose the type of study you'd like to run, and tell us where the study will be conducted. Give your study a relevant title and description, then note any technical requirements. You want your study description to be engaging but not give away too much detail. On the Session Details page, fill out session length, select yourself or a teammate as a moderator, and add a meeting location. You can leverage our Zoom and Google integrations to automatically generate meeting links for all of your sessions, or you can manually link to any video conferencing or testing tool of your choice. We have an add-on for document signing. For example, if you'd like participants to sign an NDA. And finally, set up your incentives and provide any further instructions for your participants. If you're not sure what incentive to offer, we have a handy incentive calculator where you can plug in some details about your study, and we'll provide a recommendation. Note that if you selected an unmoderated study, this page will look a little different and will prompt you to fill out details relevant to an unmoderated task. The next step is email settings. You can upload a CSV of participants here, but we're going to do that later. All of the work you put into customizing Hub earlier on will come in handy because you can pull from your preset sender profiles, email themes, and email template sets. When you think about it, there are a lot of automated emails that get sent to participants in the course of a study. Invitations, approvals, session confirmations, reminders, cancellation or reschedules, incentive redemption. So much communication. So it's great to have all of this squared away before launching your study. One of the most important emails is the study invitation, which should clearly explain the what and the why of the research project and persuade customers to sign up. You can customize the invitation email directly from this page. The next step is to build a screener survey, which is optional but recommended. You can reuse a screener from a previous project or create a new one with different types of questions to cater for your various recruiting criteria. You can even apply skip logic, which changes the order of questions based on responses. As a final step, enter scheduling information for your project. In the case of a moderated study, select time slots you're available to run sessions. Again, you can leverage our Google Calendar integration to streamline scheduling. And that's it for setup. Proceed to review and launch your project. Inviting customers to your newly launched project is simple. Go back to your Hub participant list, filter for your ideal customer profile, select all that apply, and invite them to the project. One lesser known but helpful option is to set the number of invitations you'd like to send and have our system randomly select participants from your database to invite. Once invitations have been sent, check out email metrics, which give you visibility into email performance. You can trigger a resend or invite additional participants if you need to. Soon, you'll see applicants filtering into the participant workspace for you to review and approve. Throughout the recruiting process, we'll automate all of your communications so you can focus on getting the research done. You can be assured that all participant activity will be tracked in Research Hub for you and your teammates to refer to in the future. Thanks for watching this demo of Research Hub by User Interviews. If you need support as you're launching your first project, don't hesitate to reach out to a project coordinator by clicking the Help button in the app. Or if you're on a subscription plan, get in touch with your Customer Success Manager. We also have lots of guides on our support site to help resolve any issues you may encounter.
Remember, you can store up to 100 contacts in Research Hub and launch as many projects as you would like for free. From there, you can upgrade to a subscription as your research community grows. Happy researching!